Hey guys, thanks for watching Project Nerf Mods. I'm Ethan, and this is the Nerf Apollo Sniper Rifle. So let's go over the modifications here. In the back there is a Recon Stock, which is probably the best use for a Recon. There's an epoxy putty mold here, and then on the bottom as well. But in addition, I've actually mechanically fastened it, so when the epoxy became hard, I used a drill and I just drilled through it, and so this is actually super secure in the back here, and this will not come off at all. Moving down, nothing really to talk about here until we get to the Centurion Barrel. So I've attached it at 3 points. There's two epoxy molds here, and then it's also friction fit into this barrel, so I added some duct tape so that the Centurion Barrel actually friction fits into the Apollo stock barrel. And then finally, I've taken some pieces of plastic. I just found them lying around from a plastic box top, cut them down, sanded them, and then I've mechanically fastened it here, 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 and then on the bottom here. So this is a very stable barrel integration, as well as the stock is very stable as well. Up here, of course, we've got a red dot sight, and then this is the Centurion Barrel. Now you might be noticing that the Centurion Barrel is upside down, and that's because normally this would be for a bipod mount if it was like this. This is the front sight, but I flipped it around so I can put a red dot sight up here. So I think you can't really tell that this is upside down, and it's much better and more practical for the red dot sight. So onto the internal modifications, actually none. I don't think that the Apollo needs any internal modifications. The spring's already super strong and the seal's already pretty good. But I did do something over here. I stuffed a piece of duct tape here, and then I actually hot glued on top of it, and so it automatically will depress this thing, so you can turn it into a shotgun without having to hold down this button when you're going to load it a second time, which I'll explain in the firing video. So onto the paint job, which is the final modification of this blaster. Started with a flat black by Rust-Oleum, and then there is Look at Me Blue by Folkart, and then there's also silver dry brushing on top of all of it. And I think it looks pretty cool. It's weathered and it's in the rival scheme, so as you can tell, there's these paint stripes here, and then some paint stripes here and on this side, as well as some freeform on the top and bottom. But all this is just to kind of go with the rival line of arrows and stuff like that. So before we get to the firing video, please comment below if you like this setup with a 7-round magazine better, or if you like this setup with the 12-round magazine better, and which do you think looks cooler. In my personal opinion, I think the 12 looks cooler, but I know some people who like the 7, so just let me know in the comment section which one you like better. So now we're going to get onto the firing video. So as you can tell, when I'm loading it twice, that's because this deprime lock right down here is actually already automatically depressed, so I can just cock it twice, and then it can shoot 2 rounds in a sort of shotgun round. So overall, I really like this modification. I think the paint job is super sweet, and the actual blaster looks really cool as a sniper rifle with the Recon Stock and then the Centurion Barrel. It all looks really cool, especially with the red dot sight. But the only problem, as you can probably see from the firing video, is that it has lost a little bit of range just because the barrel, the ball bounces around and loses kinetic energy. That's all physics and stuff. But although it's lost a little bit of range, as you can tell, it's still shooting really hard. And indoors, the FPS is pretty much the same as the stock. It's only a little bit lower. But anyway, this is the Apollo Sniper Rifle modification. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching.